Hello, Mr. President. My name is Tim Dion, and I received a letter today from my bank, actually a bank. I received that letter from Barclays card with iTunes reward. I actually used this card to purchase an Apple MacBook Pro a couple years ago. This wasn't one of those nice touchy-feely letters, hello, you've been approved for the loan. No. This letter took quite a different tone. I'm just going to read you an excerpt. We are increasing your annual percentage rate on your account. Blah, blah, blah. As of August 1st, 2009, this APR will be 30.24%. 30.24%. I couldn't believe it. I was stunned. So I started doing some research on the internet. And I don't need to tell you the law. I'm sure you're more than familiar with it. But evidently in 1978, everything changed with the Supreme Court decision in Marquette National Bank versus First of Omaha Corporation. It ruled that a national bank can charge its customers, no matter where they are located, interest at the rate allowed by the state in which it is located. Even though the customers in Marquette were located in Minnesota, the fact that the bank was centered in Nebraska allowed it to charge its Minnesota customers the higher Nebraska rate. Afterwards, North Dakota pretty much repealed all of its usury laws, and many of the states followed. So prior to 1978, a 30.24% interest rate would have been usury, but not today. Today it's okay. Today it's okay when we, actually the American people, are loaning banks more money than we've ever loaned them before. It's a huge bailout. We're also loaning them that money at some of the lowest interest rates in history. And then they're turning right around and charging us 30.24%. Now, I'll be honest, I have missed a few payments. Excuse me, not missed. I've been late on a few payments. But I did pay 30.24%. Mr. President, if you can't do something about this, then I ask all the senators and the congressmen to do something about this. Because quite frankly, if you're not doing something against it, you're for it. So the next time you have one of those town hall meetings, the next time you look into the face of a single mother or a single father with anywhere from 1 to however many children, you look at them in the face and you tell them that you're perfectly okay with 30.24% as an interest rate on credit cards. You're happy with it. You don't think anything needs to be done about it. Now, I'm all for capitalism. I believe in it. I'm a fan of capitalism. But this is outright usury. This is insane. It's got to stop. You wonder why, everybody wonders why the economy is in the trouble that it is. Look at a family that just doesn't happen to have the cash for the groceries. Not only are taxes going up, but you know what? I don't have the cash. I'm going to go ahead and use my credit card. Guess what? Bing, bing, bing. There's an additional 30.24% on your purchase over time. How can you let this go on? Senators, congressmen, how can you let this happen? Why aren't you doing anything about it? A 30.24% interest rate? That's a hell of an investment. I'd love to get that return. However, I'd safely say that 80 or 90% of the population will never see that kind of return on their investment. And if they did, they'd probably be looking at an IRS audit. Help us. Do something about this. Because again, if you're not doing something against it, you're enabling it. And I want you to tell your constituents that. I want you to tell them the next time that you're in front of them that you're just fine with a 30.24% interest rate.